Hi and welcome to a new video. So my hair is silver blue, which I think is appropriate because I am reading the Dragon Republic. Kind of a pale blue, like the text. So yeah, this will be a reading vlog for the Dragon Republic, and I will be attempting to read it within a day, just like I did with the Poppy War. I started it last night around like 3 or 4 in the morning and got till chapter 5. There's gonna be spoilers in this. I'm just gonna let you guys know, especially what are you doing here if you haven't read the Poppy War. This is the second book to it. You should go read the Poppy War. I already expected that Neja that he was gonna be alive, so it didn't come to a surprise to me, but I honestly was getting so frustrated with Rin because of how irrational she's been acting. I got up until chapter 7 because I started reading this instead of participating in my Zoom class.
Your position and what that means.
Rin has just been acting a little crazy. So yes, I will give more updates later on, but enjoy me suffering while reading the Dragon Republic. It's 1 p.m. now and I have to go babysit, but I'm on chapter 9. Oh my god. Say hi.
Hi.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
Hi, I am back from babysitting for 4 hours and I was able to finish up until part 2. I am now 176 pages in. Well, I'm actually not sure because I've been reading it through the audiobook, so I still have a long way to go. I should have expected things to go wrong once they got to the Autumn Palace. Like I should have known. But I don't know, reading about it, it's just so frustrating. I had to pause for some of the moments because I was just so scared one of them was gonna die. I don't know, like I can't trust this book to not kill off a character.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
The most heartbreaking scene so far was when Rin was trying to jump off the ship and Suni was the one to calm her down. He basically pulled her off the railing and just sat her down with her and told her this story about the monkey god and the moon, and how like the moon is basically a bitch. I don't know, it was like really heartbreaking because then I kind of thought about how in the Poppy War Alton was the one who was always there to calm down Suni, and now Suni is the one calming down Rin, and it's just so I know this book is gonna bring more pain and I don't expect any good moments anymore. I thought the best moment so far, like a funny moment, was when they were all high in chapter 5 and Chagan was so like irritated with Ramsa. Like that part when Chagan said, "At least I have both eyes." I thought that was really funny. I think it's interesting when Neja tells Rin that he has actually been preparing his whole life to basically betray the Empire, and I'm thinking about how in the first book he really did see everyone as his enemies because he was going to betray the Empire. They were going to try to overthrow the Empress. No, like that was just his plan his entire life, and I think that's kind of sad because ever since he was born, all he's been trained to do is to prepare for this civil war that's going to happen in the future. Him and Rin would have been enemies if Rin didn't decide to join the Dragon Republic, basically. Yeah, I'm feeling a little chemistry between Rin and Neja, and I'm scared things are gonna go wrong, but when does it never go wrong in this trilogy? So I will be back, and hopefully I can get up until at least 400 pages when I'm back.
started to giggle. Good thing I...
Okay, I am back with another update with the Dragon Republic. I have about 200 pages left, and I just sat on bed like reading for like 2 hours straight, so I knocked off about 200 pages with that. I really am at a loss for words with the amount of pain that is going on in this book. First of all, Aracha, flip on the tab. Wow, I landed right on that page. So Aracha dies. Okay, first of all, we don't even get much dialogue from him, and I don't think we really get to know him that well, but I felt like he was such a valuable person. Like the psych would not have survived without him. They were on a boat for like 3 months, and without him I feel like they would not have been able to navigate as well. And the way that he was still looking for Alton when he died. Okay, and then the next one is Nyang. I was looking for her in the first book, and now we find her, and turns out she still works for the Empire, and she's mad at Rin because Rin obliterated the Federation of Mugen and her brothers were on that island. So she volunteers to liquefy the poisonous gas that the Federation creates, I'm guessing as revenge. So yeah, after that she literally dies on the next page because Kitai was not having it. Like, he was just so tired and just wanted to get over with it. So I think it's kind of sad because Kitai had like a crush on Nyang, and he was like really shaky about it that he was the one to kill her. And then it broke my heart when they told Neja, and how they suddenly realized that some of their classmates would be on the Empire side, and they never really thought about that till now. I got really freaked out when they invade the Ram province and Rin goes to the warlord's mansion and she finds the baby. That could be a possible heir, so she thinks, I need to go get this baby and hold it hostage. And I'm imagining like a 4-month-old baby, maybe 3 months, and she's just holding the trident over the baby, and I was like, this girl is so, oh my god. I feel like Rin has no trace of humanity in her at all, and it's so concerning. And then we find out that Neja called upon the water god when they go through the lake, and there was like mines and it was just blowing up all over the place. So I guess he did it as a last resort kind of thing. And then he starts freaking out and he couldn't control it, so Rin is the one to calm him down using opium. This is really turning out to be an enemies to lovers story to me. I'm not sure, but I feel, I really feel that chemistry. And she controls fire, he controls water, like the tension, it's just there. And then finally we find out that Phelan is helping the Rat province. I think that's him. I'm not even sure if he's helping the Rat province. I'm just on that page right now, so I'm gonna find out in a few minutes. I hope everyone knows how much pain I am in. Okay, hi, I am back, and now I am here to finally give my final thoughts on the Dragon Republic, which I finished in a day. But I'm filming this 3 days after I finished it because it took me so long to process all my thoughts on this. We're going to start with the Hesperians because I think it's interesting how the Hesperians are basically Americans or the Western world. So Phaedra makes a deal with the Hesperians that he can create a democratic Nicara. So with that, they will help him achieve this by providing ships and basically weapons, which are guns. in exchange, they have to do research on Rin because they've heard of what she can do. So that is why the Hesperians are there, because honestly they did not help at all with the war. Truly think that the Nikara are not capable of ruling their own country, because they think that because they have smaller eyes that they cannot see better. Their yellow skin means that they're malnourished, and their smaller skull means that they cannot retain information as well. So the Hesperians think that they are superior compared to the Nikara. They basically just described racism right here. So Vizra basically becomes a puppet to the Hesperians, and in the end Nikara turns into, honestly, a Hesperian colony. So the Great Company are basically, I forgot the specific word for it, but they basically go around telling people about their beliefs, basically forcing their beliefs, and I'm pretty sure it's Christianity or Roman Catholic. I'm pretty sure it's one of those, because they do believe there is one God or one maker, and that he made everything. He made this entire world for them, and they are the chosen ones to spread his word. So they basically go around the provinces preaching about this maker and trying to convert people into their belief. And they think that shamans and their god, like what the Nikara believe isn't real at all, and that Rin is just a form of chaos and an abomination to them. So then we find out that they actually offered Rin up to the Great Company because Neja's mom wanted to try and fix Neja. Now Neja is also a shaman, as we figure out in this book, because I'm guessing the water god or the river god takes a liking into him. So at the beginning of the book we get a little POV from Neja when he was a kid, on how they went into a grotto and his little brother gets eaten alive by a serpent. And this serpent happens to be, I'm guessing, the river or the water god. And so he makes his mark on Neja, and now he is also a shaman. But with Neja, they have it more under control because they've been giving him opium since he was a little kid, so that the god will stay low. I kind of understand where Neja is coming from whenever he'd criticize Rin for being a shaman, because he didn't choose that, and he didn't want to be one, and Rin did choose to be one. So, but we don't accept backstabbers here. It's still so painful that he did that. Oh my god. And just thinking about it, how Kitai basically also felt it when he stabs Rin. I was rooting for this quartet. I was rooting for them. Neja, Rin, Kitai, and Venka. I was rooting for this little quartet. But no. Now it's Rin, Kitai, and Venka. Which I'm not mad about, you know. I'm really happy that Venka basically joins their little team, and how she just doesn't care anymore, and she's just such a badass, you know. Like, I'm so happy she's in this. It's still so painful every time it is brought up, how her experience as a comfort woman, and how she still can't erase that from her memory, and she still struggles like forgetting about it. And then she basically gets disowned for something she can't control. None of these characters get any happiness. One of the best parts that I loved was when Rin is walking back with Kiseki, and she hears that someone is getting raped, and she goes and barges in there and basically burns his penis off and then throws him in the lake. I thought that was great. That was such a bad bitch move that I enjoyed reading about. But it was really sad when she tried taking care of the girls there, and they basically tell her it's okay. this wasn't the first time, and I don't know, it's just such a heavy feeling. There's so much more I want to talk about this book. I can keep going and going. I also want to talk about how Kitai is basically the best. He made wings for Rin, and now this cover makes sense to me because she can freaking fly. He is so smart. I can't believe he did that. Honestly, Rin would not be alive without Kitai right now. Like, he has the brains and she just has fire. I think one of the scariest parts was when Rin tries to go pee in the woods and she finds a frozen face on the ground and how she almost sat on it. I would be terrified. Okay, these are all my initial thoughts right now. I will probably post an actual review on my blog just because I don't have enough time to record right now. So I hope you enjoyed seeing me in pain, kind of. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. It's free. You can always unsubscribe if you didn't like any of my videos. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.